Good morning, everybody. Today we are going to see to start chapter 24. And in there we have to start with infinitives after certain verbs. So if you remember in the last class, we saw gerunds. Okay, you know that a gerund is a verb with ing. Okay, you have to have this clear. For example, play and play. And do you remember what we use some verbs uh, or they are verbs that they are followed by gerunds. Okay, today we are going to see infinitives after certain verbs. For example, I had in this case I had the verb want, and you can say as an example, I can say as an example, I want to go to the beach. Okay, in this case, here the infinitive is to go. Okay, if you see after want, you have to use an infinitive. Okay, there is a list of verbs where you can use only infinitives after them. So in this case, remember, an infinitive is a verb with, let me do this, sorry. Okay, an infinity, what is an infinity? Remember, sometimes you have a verb alone, but when you use to play, you are using an infinity. Play, it means is not an infinitive. Is in this case you have to use to play because with to you have the infinitive. In Spanish, the infinitive is when you the endings are er, ir, are. Do you remember? Okay, pensar, estudiar, comer, all those are infinitives. But in English, to form an infinity, you have to use to. You have to add to the verb. In this case, to play. And I give you the example. One is one of the verbs that are followed by a gerund. In this case, to go. Okay. Let's go to see our class. And here we had more examples. Infinitives after verbs. Let me tell you this. Okay. Infinitives after verbs. Certain verbs can be followed by an infinitive. Just give me a second. Just going to do something here. Okay. Infinitives after verse 1. Certain verbs can be followed by an infinitive. Here we have some examples. There are some examples. Ask, advise, tell, want are some of the verbs. I want to get a good grade in my English class. So in this case, to get is the infinitive. I told her to go to bed. What is the infinitive here? To go. Okay. Here we have more infinitives. Some verbs can be followed directly by an infinitive. Examples here you have the verbs begin, design, fail, learn, blame, promise, refuse, seem, try. See, he's learning to spell correctly. Okay, so remember, after learning, you are going to use an infinity. In this case, the infinity is to spell. Then, in the next example, he refuses to be uncomfortable when studying. So refuses, if you see, we have the verb here, refuse, and we are using here in a sentence, he refuses to be. So after refuses, you have to use an infinity. Also, you can use a negative form. Here, the structure is to base form of the verb, in this case, to study. I decided to study English this year. This is the affirmative sentence. But you want to make negative, you have to use not after the infinity. I decided not to study chemistry this year. Okay. Also, we have infinitives after objects. Okay. The object in this case, if you see here, the object is them. O sea, an object could be a pronoun. I explained you in in a video before. The object could be a pronoun. It could be a noun too. In this case, we have a pronoun. Our teacher advises them to take notes. Okay. But remember that advice, when you use advice, you have to use an infinitive. Okay. Before the infinitive, you have to use an object. They need an object. She doesn't allow students to do their homework in class. Here, the object is students. Student is a noun. So she doesn't allow the students to do their homework. So and to do is the infinitive. Okay. If you see, after this verse, it's necessary to use an object. In this case, the objects are them and students. Also, there are verbs that can be followed by either an infinitive or an object plus infinitive. And in this case are the verbs ask, expect, help, need, want, would like. He expected to get an A. Okay, the infinitive is here. Also, you can use an object. He expected the teacher. In this case, the teacher is the object. He expected the teacher to give him an A. So you can use in both ways, okay? At the end, I gave you a list of verbs that you can use infinitives after them. And also you have a list of verbs where you can use gerunds after them. Okay? In your book, you have some verbs too. If you check pages 332 and 333, you are going to see the list of verbs followed by infinitives. Okay, that's all for today, and I see you in class later. Bye-bye.